So, welcome back to the Irish Brotherhood Podcast. This is episode two, and we have a special guest with us. Sean, can you introduce yourself?
What's up? My name is Sean. I'm 17 years old. I'm in fifth year. So fifth year is basically what's that in high school? I think that's year 11, year 10 in if you're in the UK. And yeah, I've been on self-improvement for 3 years. Yeah, 3 years, 14. Yeah, 3 years. And I've been going to the gym for 2.5 years up to this point. And yeah, that's me.
Yeah, so the topic this video, we're thinking of doing the gym and like diet. So I was just wondering, how long have you guys been in the gym? I know you've just been in there for 3 years. I've been in the back for I'm 16, so I've been in for about 2 years, but like haven't been training seriously. I've actually only started training seriously for about a year. What about you, Addy?
So I was kind of like Ruben. I was not serious for like a good well. I'd say I started at 15, but like it was like I probably went to the gym like once a week at most, probably not at all. And then like when COVID hit, I had a lot of time, so like that's when I probably started to go seriously in terms of fitness. And then once gyms opened back up again, that's when like I started going like really seriously, like a couple of days a week, that sort of thing. So Sean, you said you started the gym, you say 3 years ago or
Yeah,
2 years?
so it
Yeah.
was right after after lockdown. So when the gyms finally opened, that's when I started going to the gym. But I was working out at home before then. So
Oh yeah. What type of training styles do you guys have? Like personally, I train mostly for strength and a bit of hypertrophy in the gym, as I want to build like strong muscles for football and like be able to be explosive. Strength training is most like best for that for performance. I also do like a lot of like cardio, like not in the gym, but like outside of playing football and that kind of thing. What kind of training styles do you guys do? What about you, Addy?
So my training style sort of changed. So first, when I started working out during COVID, I was doing calisthenics since I didn't really have access to weights and stuff. So the only equipment I really had was like a pull-up bar and like 10 kilo dumbbells. And then like once gyms opened, I started for like maybe like half the year training for hypertrophy, and I did build a little bit of a foundation, and then like I kind of got addicted to seeing the weights going up. So for like a good, I'd say almost a year, was sort of like straight powerlifting sort of thing, and then now it's like trying to be more like functional fitness now. Sean, how do you train currently?
well, at the start of it, I used to train full body 3 times a week, all about strength. So all the compound movements, squat, deadlift, bench, pull-ups, and dips. And then I started to change it because it was a really, really tough workout for me to do 3 times a week. So I've changed to an upper lower split. That was in 2021, 2022. That was a year ago. So that workout split, that was good, but I just didn't have just wasn't like really good split for me if for a longer period of time, if you get what I mean. Now I
I kind of
train now I train push pull legs 6 times a week, and that's been working wonders for me. And
nice,
yeah, just doing hypertrophy.
nice. Personally, I'm kind of a weird split because it's kind of for like athletes, but I just made it myself. So I focus on what I do shoulders and abs on Monday. And then on Wednesday I do legs and like plyometrics. If you don't know what plyometrics are, they're kind of like explosive movements like that kind of help you with sport and be more explosive in my sport of football. And then on Fridays I just do upper body. So I just made up this weird split, but I really like it, and I've stuck with it for a long time. So I do currently do 3 days a week because I train football every single day. But in during the summer when there's no school, I go to 5 6 days a week. What about you, Eddie? What's your split?
So I started off like Sean with 3 days full body, and then like it does get really tough. And another thing is that the workouts are long, especially if you're doing squat, bench, deadlift, and then you have to do your isolation movements as well. The workout goes to like 2 hours then, and it's like you're in the gym for 2 hours. It's not ideal. And then I did change to upper lower split sort of, and then once I hit a plateau I started doing sort of like a bro split for a bit, but it was kind of messed up because I was only focusing on like getting my numbers up on like bench squat deadlift since I was just powerlifting. And now since it's more like functional fitness, I go to the gym 5 days a week, but I do like upper lower and then like Wednesday and a Saturday or a Sunday I do like jog on the treadmill or like something long, I guess, in on the like cardio wise, maybe like Stairmaster, the bike, or treadmill. So that's about me. So in terms of cardio, I know Ruben plays football, but what do you do, Sean, if you do
So
cardio?
yeah. So at the start of my like you could say my like gym journey, I never used to do cardio. It was just the weights, weights, weights. And then after I joined kickboxing a year and a half ago, and that's been my form of cardio ever since. And that's where I get most of my cardio from. Sometimes running as well, but I've never been a fan of running, so kickboxing is more it's it's like how would you say? Like kind of a circuit style training, kind of base training for cardio.
Oh,
So
nice.
that's that's what I do for
I,
cardio.
I was just wondering, what do you guys bench? Because I'm just curious.
Sean, what do you
Uh,
bench?
for reps or as a one rep max?
Nah, what's your PR? What's your PR?
PR 85 kg.
Oh man, you
Damn.
bet me anyway.
The funny thing is, I haven't benched in a while because like it hurts my shoulder, so I'm a dumbbell guy. But like last time I benched, yeah, it's around 80, 85. I'm more of a deadlift guy. So
Oh, I hate
So
deadlifts. I can't deadlift. It just hurts my lower back. That's it.
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I'm more of a squat guy. Not gonna lie, but my bench press is 75. Well, that's my PR, 75 kg for one rep. But now that I hear you guys have higher numbers, I'm gonna have to train bench press extra hard, and so I can hit 85. What do you guys squat? Just wondering. What's your squat PR, or do you have one?
Hmm. Sean, what is your score here?
Mine's 135. I tested in December, so I do one rep maxes every year in December just to test, see how strong I am. And my
Oh,
squat is 135. So
that's
Damn.
good. That's good.
I think mine's 125 or 130.
that's not bad.
I lost it. I
Yeah.
lost this one again. I got 110 kg on my squat for like a few reps. I didn't do one rep racks, but a few reps. Um,
Okay.
yeah, 110 kg. So
That's still
do you guys
good
have any?
though.
It's decent, like it's decent. I got a football injury, and then so I haven't been
Mm,
able to squat for a few months. Well, I have squatted, but like I haven't went up to like 110 kg in like a few months.
hmm.
But I got up to 100 like a week or two ago, so I'll be
Okay.
getting back up there now. I was just wondering, what struggles have you guys had like in the gym? Personally, my biggest struggle was I hit a big plateau like for like a few months last year. What about you?
Um, so for
Oh, sorry.
me, yeah, so for me, in terms of plateau struggles, I did hit a plateau. I think for the main struggle for me is my chest because it's so difficult for me to progress on any chest movement. Um, I tried everything, even like to a point where I even tried like basically going beast mode bulking, like eating as much as I can. It didn't really work. I just got overweight then. I guess it just comes to the fact of leverages in terms of your body because I have like long arms. So it just gives me a long range of motion when I'm doing any chest movement. Well, and then like it's easy to build muscle like in my back and maybe my legs. Because like if I were to look at my physique now, like my back is like the muscle group that grew the fastest. Sean, what are your struggles?
Probably body dysmorphia, look at myself in the mirror and be like, I'm still skinny after 2 years. That's quite funny.
Oh yeah, I feel that as well, man. Sometimes I just look in the mirror like, have I even made any progress? Like, never I have.
Mm. But then you see the
Do you,
weight go up, by
yeah,
10,
yeah. As
15
long as the
kilo.
weight's going up, as long as it's gone up over time. What goals do you guys have? Do you guys have any gym goals or any like ambitions to hit in the gym for the future?
Sean, you go first for this one.
Um, I'm not sure. To be honest, I'm a 75 kilo body weight, so I'm just trying to stay at that level because I want to fight for kickboxing. Since competitions, you need to be at a certain weight to fight. Unless you're like at 80 kg, 85, you'll be fighting big guys, which I don't want that to happen. So I'm kind of main gaining at the moment, and probably just try get a six pack while I'm at it. That's
Nice.
that's my goals. What about
No,
you, Addy?
Sean definitely has a sleeper build. I'm actually scared. I'm actually scared. Man probably has like a sleeper build because you weigh the same as me as well.
My legs are actually pretty good, not gonna lie. But like my whole upper body's just so skinny. That's it.
Oh
How
man,
much do you
same.
weigh, Sean?
74.5 at the moment.
Okay, and then what's your height?
My height, 5'11", so what's that in centimeters?
Okay, yeah, okay, that's fair.
Mm.
So I weigh roughly the same as you, but I'm shorter. So either I'm just fat or no, but in terms of goals for the gym, I had a goal that I set up like last year. I just like sort of stopped going towards that goal, but I might try and get back into it. So basically, I want to try and get like a 5 plate deadlift. So
Ooh, that's
Five
crazy.
plates.
220 kilos. Yeah, because I hit 4 plates 2 years ago, and I just sort of stopped training deadlifts as heavy. I guess it does take a toll on your back, in all honesty. And another thing is, when I did hit the 4 plates, I was like just about to turn 20. I was 19. Now that I'm 21, I feel like my body's getting old.
Oh, man. Look, a few of my goals. I was thinking. Now that I heard you guys hit 85 on bench press, that's one of my goals now. 85 kg press. Also, a main gain. I say I don't want to get like I don't want to bulk hard because then I'll just be slow for football. So I just want to gain some like athletic muscle, some stronger, faster on the pitch, and just keep slowly like progressive overloading all the exercises until like I hit infinity weight and I'll be all good. Yeah, so yeah, I don't really have too many goals for the gym, but I just want to keep like progressive overloading. Do you have any gym tip for beginners for like um for people who are just starting out? Addy.
So you were saying you were saying you're split, and I think it's honestly solid considering you're playing football at the same time and you're trying to main gain. But the thing is, right, since you're playing football every single day, you are burning a lot of calories. So even if you eat like a little more than you are now, which you wouldn't really, I guess, gain fat in that way, and you probably won't get you'll probably build a bit more muscle, but like you said, you'd probably end up slower, which is something that I've noticed when I compare to me. Like, let's say if I was having a kickabout with my mates, like me before I started gym, I was like skinny, I was light, and I was relatively fast. But now that I'm heavier and like put on a bit of size, while I'm able to like be stronger and like shoulder people off that are like bigger than me, I won't be as fast. And then another thing is stamina. Since you're bigger, you need a bit more stamina to like keep up. Sean,
Um,
what do you say is like, do you have any advice for Ruben for beginners?
I say if you're skinny, just keep eating as much as possible.
yeah,
Um, even try dirty bulk like burgers. What else is there? Like pizzas, ice cream. If
no,
you're very skinny, like I would
no,
say,
I'm not that. I'm like 70 kg, so I don't. I was like, so it's like I'm on the like I'm lean, but I wouldn't say like I'm like fucking like anorexic skinny. Like,
yeah, I would
would
say
you
like
guys say?
that's for like beginners though, if you get what I mean.
Oh yeah, beginners. Yeah, for
Yeah,
beginners,
who are
I'd
like
say.
skinny starting off.
Oh yeah, personally, I'd say what's called for beginners, I wouldn't like be eating like maybe not dirty bulk, but like I'd say like have an occasional cheat meal because I'd say people like how people find struggle like consistency like eating healthy. Personally, I do as well. So I'd say like have like a cheat meal a week and then try and eat like kind of healthy healthy high calorie snacks such as like nuts and eggs. Do you guys have any like healthy high calorie like foods that you'd recommend for booking?
Sean, take this one. What did you say?
Um, Pesto pasta is actually pretty good. Oh, actually, that's fan favorite of mine.
I love
Uh,
pesto pasta
Pesto
myself
pasta is
actually.
amazing.
oh,
So good.
lovely.
Yeah,
Red one or the green one?
red,
Oh,
red, easy.
I'm gonna have to say green. They're both good though. They both do the job. So like,
Yeah.
yeah. I'd say another thing is like pasta. It's not that satiating because it's just straight carbs. It's not like protein where it would make you full easily. What
Oh yeah,
would you say, Sean, is like um your preferred protein source?
For a long time, it used to be tuna, canned tuna out of the out of the can.
Yeah.
It was easy to eat. Didn't have to cook it. You can just open it, and it was easy protein.
yeah.
That's what
Actually,
I
I
found.
agree with that. I used to eat loads of canned sardines. I used to what's called take the dart to the gym, and then after the gym, I'd just pop open a can of sardines on the way back on the dart, and they're only like 60 cents as well for like
Yeah.
25 grams of protein, which is actually very good value.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any struggles with the diet, with like dieting and like eating enough protein, eating enough like calories, or would you say like you find that easier than actually going to the gym or harder?
I feel like it depends on the environment. Since for me, I live in university, it's harder to get in like say, well, like not right now. I'd say I'm a bit more structured, but say if it was for a typical university student, getting proper food in, getting the right sleep, and then possibly even getting a session in would be like hard considering like if they were partying a lot, it's a lot of alcohol, which basically puts muscles in a catabolic state. So you're basically losing your muscle. And then like if you go to sleep, it's just bad sleep. And then if you try to train, you're basically breaking down the muscle. But if you're drinking, it's breaking down the muscle more. So it's kind of just a loss in the whole point. But right now, for me, since I am on my self improvement journey, I have been going gym consistently, and diet's still not the best because there's a lot of processed food, but it's better than having no food, I guess. I'm still trying to get the protein in, getting supplements in, all that. Sean, what would you say your struggles are in terms of diet, if you have any?
Um, I'm not sure to be honest. Maybe it's just getting enough calories in and reminding yourself to keep eating. That's that's what I think.
Personally, one of my biggest struggles, it isn't really a struggle anymore, but I used to what's called me and my mates, like after school, would usually just go down to Tesco and just buy loads of sweets. This was like 2 years ago before I started self improvement, but I know lots of people do it. So you go down to Tesco with like £5 and then buy like all the sweets you can buy, and then like just munch on like giant packs of jellies and what's called and stuff like chocolate and all. I can't. I've stopped. I've cut that out mostly, but still occasionally I do it, which is not good at all. And I haven't done it for a month, but it's not good. Like I'd recommend just try not to go shop as much with your mates and just go try and get like a protein bar or probably something like a bit healthier instead of like a thing of nuts maybe. I don't know. Also, just struggling like it's kind of hard to get like a whole food diet, because there's so much processed food that like I I know bread is meant to be like bad for you since like it's like processed refined carbs and like it's full of sugar, but I still find it hard to like cut bread out of my diet since it's just like it's always in the like cupboard and it's hard. So I just try and look for like healthier sources of bread, such as brown bread, which I actually really like now, and it's better than the like really processed white pan.
So, like you said, bread, refined carbs. Like the thing is, the typical diet now, even if you try to like get rid of anything processed, it's like really hard. And another thing is when you mentioned protein bars are getting expensive now.
Yeah.
Like a full fill bar is like what, €3 or something. Like it's insane. At that point, it just kind of, that's why I kind of feel like that's why people are gravitating more towards like the unhealthy stuff since it's cheaper.
Yeah, that's true, man. It's so cheap. It's like 55 cents for like a massive thing of biscuits and or like a massive thing of jellies or something. Like it's crazy. I think never mind. Actually, I don't know what I was saying. On it. You guys want to go on?
Sean, so what would you say is like a typical day of eating for you?
Well, for me, I just I'm on carnivore now for a little bit. So including fruit and vegetables, but not fully carnivore. So for breakfast, like have eggs, spinach, and maybe a little bit of dairy as well. So I put cheese as well on top of it for the protein. Then for lunch, it differs. So sometimes I have chicken, beef, like just chicken beef or with vegetables as well. So and for dinner, it's sometimes my mom makes me something, so I have to eat it, I guess. Or I make something myself, which can be like beef, steak, it can be fish, salmon, and like before I go to bed, I have dark chocolate, and yeah, that's it.
What do you feel any effects of the carnivore diet? Would you recommend it?
Um, for me, yeah, I think I do recommend it because it's a better diet because for carbs, like for me, I when I eat carbs, I feel like so like tired and just I don't want to do anything. So cutting carbs out my diet, I just feel more energetic and I get tasks that I want to get done. So yeah, I do recommend it.
Oh, that's fair play for like. I've tried the carnivore diet before. I found it kind of hard to like eat just meat and like dairy and all consistently. So I'm just currently trying to eat like whole food, high protein diet currently.
Hmm.
Adi, like what sort of diet would you have?
Um, it's kind of bad, but like it's a lot of processed stuff. But the thing I tend to like intermittent fasting. So what I do is like for a certain point as well, I kind of did OMAD, kind of just because like I was busy with college work and like life in general. So it was better to just like eat like a shit ton once and for once a day and then leave it at that. And it kind of did work, but it was affect. It's not optimal in terms of gain since I'm only eating once a day. Protein synthesis isn't really happening. But so for breakfast, if I feel like eating, I would have like cereal, and I am lactose intolerant, so I would have like lactose-free milk or even something like that. I know Hamza has mentioned like you have to drink animal milk and all. I tried that for like a while. It just didn't work with my stomach. So like it just went back to lactose-free milk. And then breakfast and lunch, I eat like the same thing. I like to eat wraps. So like I make wraps with like spinach, chicken breast. Sometimes I would add like peppers or onions or anything like that. And then the only thing I would change each meal is probably like if I low calorie sauce or anything. So it's typically the same thing each day. And it's helped me stay in somewhat in shape while also putting on the weight in the gym as well. Sean, you mentioned you're doing carnivore diet. Do you
Mhm.
struggle with getting your calories uh in carnivore diet, or is it all good?
No, I think like it's hard to get the calories in, considering there's like no carbs in it. So it's like for carbs, it's like there how much calories in it? Like a gram, I think it's like 6, 7 calories in a gram of carbs. And in meat, there's not a lot of calories, unless of course you put fat like butter or like any of that stuff. But yeah, I find it a bit of a struggle to get enough calories in. But the protein of it, it's fine. It's been working wonders for me.
Has it how has it affected in terms of recovery?
Um, what do you mean by that?
Like has it like do you feel like compared to a normal diet, has your recovery from on your rest days been better or worse or whatever?
For
What do you think?
for for me, I don't like it doesn't affect me. So I think yeah, it's just carnivore is just I think it's a good diet to be honest with you because again, I just hate eating carbs, so it was easy for me to go onto it.
Fair.
Except
Okay, that's
bread.
fair.
I actually loved bread, so I'm like Ruben, who likes
I
bread a
compared
lot,
to you.
so it's been hard to quit bread.
uh,
Right. So this was an episode on diet and training with our Sean, with our guest Sean.
Sean.
Forget that, yeah. So this was episode 2, and we'll hope to see you next week. See you.
thanks.
He
Thanks,
is.
Sean, for coming
Thank
on.
you.
Have a good one.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Appreciate it.